you never think that something like this could come in an instant and take everything that you've worked hard towards or devoted your life towards away, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's almost like that. It makes you realize that how helpless we all are, in the face of this.
The thing that got me, just kind of hit me the most, is just not being able to go to work. Like I said, since 16 years old, I've had a full-time job. So for me not to go to work, for me not to get the 10 to 20 extra hours, it's not driving me crazy, but it's just, I'm just kind of a little lost at home when I don't have my kids. I just go outside, smoke a cigar, drink whiskey, and just kind of sit there for a couple hours. But personally, I just can't wait to get back to work. I really miss bartending. I just kind of hope when this thing does get resolved, people don't take advantage of what they have. For having a great job, I hope people, and myself, because like I said, I still falter, but to realize that, if you have a great job, go every day, give it your best, because you don't know when that's going to end.
Going into my bar or going into Chauncey and seeing an empty venue, it's kind of, it's a hard hit of reality. And then obviously you fear for what kind of change this is going to make for us in the future and how it's going to change our landscape. And if people are going to go out, it's definitely shocking. I mean, it took me a few days to kind of come to terms with our new reality. And even now, there are some days that I'm just like, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe that this is where we are now. So it's been definitely shocking and traumatic.
When I got the call to not come into work at all anymore, I think that was a really hard-hitting moment for me, because everything that I had worked hard for essentially up until that point is just gone. When I got that call, it was more of like, damn, this sucks. What am I gonna do? I'm terrified. And I think maybe a few days after that, I took it as, hey, look, everyone's going through it. There's outlets, there's unemployment, there's other options to make money.
It's very humbling because you never know what's gonna happen, and everyone is really, I think, learning that we take even the little things for granted. And I think we're just kind of learning wow, being able to go to the bar and get a drink, that is stripped from us. I mean, our regulars are hitting me up being like, yo, I miss you. I miss getting my vodka presses. I've been walking to the golf course, ordering drinks from the golf cart chick. And I'm like, oh, it's that bad. Just the whole being able to socialize and be able to have a free will is that's humbling in itself.
My biggest takeaway from it is that I just need to, honestly, it's all about saving money, preparing yourself for all of these problems that may arise. This is something that I feel like I've never dealt with before, so I feel really grateful that I worked really hard to create a savings. And unfortunately, this is not what I plan on using my savings for, but
I think the biggest part of the pandemic is really taking life for granted, and like I said, how things can change so fast and you don't know when it's gonna happen or how severe it is, and that really should make you become closer and become nicer to people, and really take up those experiences on an opportunity that life hands you. And I think about helping people out, especially ones that need it more than you, and not being as selfish. And whether it's, trying to say nice things to somebody to get them to not have so much anxiety, to kind of make somebody feel comfortable. And that goes from all ranges of doing simple stuff like that to donating to a charity.
As far as what this is going to do moving forward, I do think it is just going to put fear in people as far as going out, interacting with people, because this is how long have we been doing this? We've been doing this for months, some states. So they're going to get used to the staying at home, not interacting with people.
I mean, I noticed myself washing my hands 20 times a day now. Or I'll be driving, I'll go to touch my face and shit, I almost just touched my face. And so there is a little bit of anxiety. That might be a good thing. People should probably wash their hands more, and stay home if they don't feel well. Which, and I was the worst in the past. I could be so fucking sick. I'm like, fuck that, I'm not calling out of work. And it wasn't like a money thing, it was like a pride thing. I was like, I'm not a little bitch that calls out sick. You know, I'm not gonna take a sick day because I have like a little bit of a cold or something. But looking back on that, like that's pretty selfish of me to do that. And so now with something serious like this, I think a lot of things are gonna change. And a little bit of anxiety about that is probably beneficial, I think.
I've heard it said that this is everyone's 9/11, and I lived through that, and a lot of people thought it was the end of the world, and now it's hitting every state, every city, every community. So this is everyone's 9/11, and I think there's a lot of learning, and moving forward, I think we'll be better off. We'll be stronger, and we're gonna be okay.